Hey everybody, this is Retro Challenge Gamer, and we're going to be playing an old game of mine that I used to love. I still do, but I haven't played in such a long time, like a decade or more. Final Fantasy VIII. And with the remastered version on the Switch, this seems like a good time as any to replay it again. And with the challenge, I came up for it literally a decade plus ago, which I never got around to doing or trying, and I'll explain the challenge as we go along. And sitting next to me is Mini Retro Challenge Gamer. He's never played any of the Final Fantasies, so this is kind of going to be all new to him. But let's get right into it, and I'll explain the challenge as we go. So Squaresoft, back before they were Square Enix. This was the second of 3 PlayStation games, Final Fantasy games, that they were making all in tandem. Or was it the first? I think it was 7, and then 8, 9, 10 all in a row after that. So this was the first. And this is the Overture. I mean, if we want, we can let it run for however long it goes, but it's got cool little cinematic animations, graphical depictions of each of the main characters and everything, and cool poses. You don't see their faces at all, but for people who've played the game, you know exactly who each character is. So, but we're going to just skip this part, and we're going to do a new game. And we're going to go right into Liberi Fatali, which is the name of the intro cinematic music, which is bombing. And, oh, wow. I got to check my controls here. Switch POV. Oh, we got a camera movement. Rotate left and right. Nice. I am glad I took a look at this, because if I did not, I'd be lost. Oh, battle boosts. We're not going to use the battle boosts. Nope. Or no random battles. We got to have some random battles. Move speed. Wow, they got all sorts of... Okay. All these cool remastered cheats and stuff. We're not going to use them. So, Liberi Fatali, the opening cinematic. All the Japanese RPGs at the time, the opening cinematics were more or less like trailers for the game you were about to play. So like little teasers of gameplay and story bits and stuff. And this was one of the best. I think this was the original trailer cinematic for the rest of the game. It gave you little hints of, I'll be waiting here, these little quotes and moments in time. And you don't really know what this all means until literally towards the end of the game. Why this field of flowers is important, who's talking to who, if you come here, you'll find me. What does this all mean? This is all confusing, and it was meant to be. It's meant to draw you in. It's a promise of an interesting story. That music slaps. This is good. This is one of the best songs, opening cinematic songs ever. So as we follow the feather upward, we transition into actually events that occur before the game. Because before, it's like the events that might happen during the game and everything, like little snippets of teasers of story that you're gonna play through. But here, this particular battle, as you'll notice, Squall has no scar across his nose. So the battle between him and this other unknown person happens before the start of the game. So we get to see a little glimpse of the villainess of the piece. And possibly maybe a connection to Rinoa, who knows? Oh, back to their battle again. The cool gun blades. We're not really sure why they're fighting, they just are at the moment. Oh, here's events in the future now. He's got a scar. It's like they're fighting, they're watching. Renault and Edie are like watching the battle unfold from different points in the future. Kind of interesting cinematically, that. Oh, used fire, I think. Well, she's always holding. And that's how we got his scar. And that's how we got his. Final Fantasy VIII. So many questions. What was all that about? Cinematic trailer before the game. And we wake up in a hospital bed. Good start. Good start. We're already ahead in life. How are you feeling? Which one should I choose? Okay, I guess. He says okay, I guess. Okay. Take it easy next time, you hear? Looks like your eyes are focusing. You should be fine. Say your name for me. His original name is Squall, but we're not going to do that. We're going to do my usual name that I like to use. Matthew. Hey, just enough spaces to do it. Nice. So we're going to confirm that. Why don't you take it easy in training? Next time you might not be so lucky. Tell that to Seifer. So basically that big battle at the beginning where they cut themselves, it was basically they were training battle. They were not meant to do that to each other, but apparently their rivalry runs deep. That Seifer won't listen to anyone. Why don't you ignore him? I can't just run away. You want to be cool, huh? Well, don't get hurt in the process. Let's see, your instructor is Quistis. I'll call her now. Just wait here a moment. Oh, that's right. You don't get to name the other characters. You only get to name your main character, and then I think only a couple others, like Angelo, the dog, or something. Quistis, come get your student. Yes, yes. His injury's not serious. He'll probably leave a scar. Right. Now, please come by. Ooh. Who's this? Matthew. So we meet again. And then she walks away. Mysterious person knows our name and then walks away. Question. Up. Who is this young lady? She doesn't look to be so happy picking us up. I knew it'd be either you or Seifer. Come on, let's go. Today's the field exam. Matthew, is there something on your mind? Not really. Ha 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 ha. What's so funny? Funny? No, it's not that. I'm just happy. I feel like I'm beginning to understand my student a little, that's all. She's basically making fun of us. We just met as instructor and student already, and she's making fun of our way of being aloof and standoffish. I'm more complex than you think. Then tell me. Tell me more about yourself. It's none of your business. Well, she's got us pegged. And we get a nice overview of the campus school that we're in. That's an pretty impressive school. But what are we learning about? Good morning, class. Let's start with today's schedule. There seems to have been some rumors flying around since yesterday. Yes, the field exam for seed candidates will begin later this afternoon. Ooh, there's some murmurs of excitement. Those not participating and those who failed last week's written test are to remain here in the study hall. Field exam participants will have free time until the exam. Just be sure you're in top condition. Meet in the hall at 1600 hours. I'll announce the team assignments there. Any questions? Oh, and Seifer. Do not injure your partner while training. Be careful from now on. He does not like being told what to do. Field exam participants, I will see you all later. And Matthew, I need to talk to you. Here we go. Better show some courtesy to Instructor Triple. You haven't been to the fire cavern yet, have you? You won't be able to take part in today's seed exam if you don't pass this prerequisite. I was going to this morning, but the Sefer. Do you have a good excuse? Not really. Then let's get going. Oh, if you're not too confident yet, you can review your studies at the study panel. I'll be waiting at the front gate, so come down when you're ready. You can access the study panel from your seat. This is like super important, because if you do not access your study panel, you will not get any Guardian Junction forces at this stage of the game, and you kind of need them. This is like the foundation of everything that this battle system requires in this game. So let's see. Turn on the power and... yes. Confirmed. Searching. GF data. Guardian Force data. Quetzalcoatl and Shiva. We have now got our 2 Guardian Forces. We can name them if we want, but I'm just going to keep them as is, because it's easier to just reference them as is instead of keeping them all different names. So there's Shiva. Okay. Yes, yes. Lots of tutorials. Okay, I don't need help on any of that stuff. There is some interesting information, lore about this. Let's see here. Like, what about seed? What is the whole purpose of seed, right? What is seed? Mercenaries. Commanding Guardian Forces, they have special fighting abilities. They work in small teams and operate all over the world. Seeds are deployed all over the world. Their services are requested by governments and even civilians. Their task ranges from providing military support or protecting civilians. So yeah, they're basically like military mercenaries for whatever purpose you need them for. Students can apply after the age of 15. Teenagers! Huh. Passing the written test and completing an official mission are required to becoming a seed. Seeds are paid according to rank. This will be important in this challenge. We want to have a high rank, but we're probably not going to get a high rank in the field exam just because of what I want to do with this challenge. What about garden info? What about Balam Garden? This is the garden we're in right now. The headmaster is Sid Kramer. The garden proprietor is Master Norg. That's interesting. They actually mention him right here at the start if you read the stuff, but you don't actually get to hear about him again until Disc 2. Or, I guess there is no Disc 2 in Remastered, but still, later in the game. Balam Garden was the first garden built in accordance with Headmaster Sid's ideals and dreams. That's only partially true. Trivia. The garden in the Trivia region. There's an exchange program between Trivia and Balam. This will become evident in a few minutes. Galbaldia. A garden in the Galbaldia Republic. It is the largest garden of the 3. Galbaldia Guardians Master Martine, who is also the headmaster, has set up a program to recruit Balam graduates into the Galbaldian army. Mixing and matching garden seed with local militia. I'm sure that will go over very well. Message from Garden. Garden events, cafeteria announcements, disciplinary committee announcements. Sure, let's read up on disciplinary. This applies to junior classmen too. Do not bring animals inside the garden. Report seeing unusual bugs in the garden. Do not litter. Well, that makes sense. What's the garden square about? Your opinions are important to make our garden a better place. Write them down to place in the Dropbox. I got first! Treppy's forever, baby! Man, I want to go out with her. Treppy Groupie number 1. Hey, Treppy Groupie number 1, you got a name? I'm gonna kick your butt. What's your name? Oh, I'm so scared. I'm too so scared, big loser. I should kick both of your sorry butts. This is not for your silly games, got it? Zoo. I don't want the disciplinary to get on my case, so I'm not writing my name, J.I. What? Who's J.I.? Who are you? Almasi. See? They're so nosy. Good thing I went with my initials, J.I. I'll go with initials too. How does everyone know if the new hot dogs are good? I haven't tried them yet. Z.D. You can kind of figure out who these initials are if you start getting to know the rest of the characters in Balam. Like, I already know who ZD is. Oh yeah, they're the best. Man, you're missing out. MS. Dang, I missed it again. ZD. Hey ZD, you have your exam today, right? Good luck, man. MS. ZD, I hope you do well in your exam. Be careful, alright? Librarian. So it's like a little forum board for them to... Oh, School Festival Committee. Interesting. Thanks for looking at this page, but won't be any more updates for a while. That's because I, the Garden Festival Chair, will be leaving Garden. I did not strive to be a seed, and I won't even graduate. I devoted all my time to the Garden Festival, my passion. But in the end, there was no Garden Festival. That's because no one volunteered to help out. But I have only myself to blame. I thought I alone could pull it off. I'll be starting a new life, but I sincerely hope someone will take over the Garden Festival Committee. Goodbye, Balam Garden, Wimbley Donor. Alright, Wimbley, we hardly knew ya. I don't even think we actually get to meet him later. Anyway, let's get out of this and let's actually, yeah, I'm done. We got our GFs. That was the main point of that whole area. Okay. I'm late! Boom! What? Are you okay? There! Tee-hee, I'm fine. Sorry, I was kind of in a hurry. Oh yeah, hey, did you just come from that class? Is homeroom over? Oh no! This place is so much bigger than my last garden. Oh, hey! I just transferred here. Do you think you could give me a quick tour of this garden? Why not? Sure. Woohoo! Alright, let's go! We'll take the elevator to the first floor lobby and I'll show you the directory.